How are you? Mr. Awesome, Travis, J Booms 13. Nice to see y'all, family. Anyone have a question for me? Just to get things started? Can you stop? I'm good. Anyone have a question for me? Anything that we can tap into? Can you move your feet? My favorite food? Favorite food, honestly? Yo, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Like, it's a vibe. Sometimes my ancestors come through and they're like, we want this, like somewhere down my DNA. One of them pokes up and they're like, this is what I want. And I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna have to go do grocery shopping. But most of them are like African foods. I like spicy foods mostly. LOL. I need a question. I'm reading the knowledge book. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself, because I'm going to be starting a whole series of, teachings on the collective consciousness and ascension and all that stuff. And you know what the miracle is? When I got my knowledge book, I was at 40 followers. The moment I picked up my knowledge book, and the knowledge book is like this photon cyclone energy book, and it comes to those that are actually for the book. The moment I got the book, I went from 40 followers to 1,100 in like 7 days. And I was like, shoot, it's time. Because I've been like ignoring and kind of like pressing down what it is that I have to do, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I have the right knowledge. I don't know, what if I say the wrong thing? I don't want to say, because I know that every act and every thought and every word spoken is going to be judged, right? Even to the last cent, even 1 cent of the money, what you use your money for is going to be judged, right? It's going to be weighed. So I'm like very careful. So I had to go through a whole purification myself. I had to go within myself and remove anger from within myself and come to a place of love and light. And once I did that, like, this was like September, I asked a question within my spirit. I said, and can you stop it? I was like, there's so much hurt and pain going on. And of course, being person of like the black skin, we see the devils out there killing and all that stuff. And I said, okay, but I have love within me, and I really want to love everybody. And I know there is good in everybody, and there's bad in everybody. There's bad in the black race, there's bad in the white race, there's bad in the Asians, there's bad down the borders. There's good and bad. There's yin and yang in everything. But I think like what the devil has done was portray one group as the face of bad. So for white people, we think that the face of evil and the devil is black. And for black people, we think that the face of evil is the Caucasian race, right? And that major separation is part of the reason why we're all, the human race, is in this condition, because the division is so thick. The division is so thick. And I asked myself, I said, I believe in the Most High, and I know the Most High is love. And I would like to live in a world where peace and harmony reigns, where, we raise everybody in a village, of love, and how do I get that? How do I tune out of what they show in the media that brings that wakes up anger and hatred? How do I get over that? So I went into deep meditation. I was asking myself, and I was asking my inner self, and I was asking the Most High. I said, how do we get through this? How do we get through this? And the answer that came to me was, you are not the one to pass judgment. So you are not the one to harbor hate. Because if you think that it is your job to pass judgment, then you think that you are the creator who created everything that should happen within time. Right? So they said, let go of everything. That's not your place. Your place is just to be happy and be in love and be in harmony and be in peace. And spread it in your environment. Everyone and everything that anyone does will be judged accordingly. And it's not you harbor all of that. And I was like, what? What? And I was like, wait. I was like, what? And for me, that released a whole lot of stuff. Because honestly, I know a lot of people are having problems with like, can you stop, baby? With like forgiveness. But we have to understand that everything that happens, nothing happens by chance. There's no such thing. Everything that happens is divinely orchestrated, right? Everything that happens, everything, the worst of things and the greatest of things is divinely orchestrated. So we always know that there's two polarities, right? You just choose the side that you want to be on and vibrate on that frequency and tap into that frequency and just keep pushing it. No matter, and just because you want to be a positive person, a happy, a kumbaya, love everybody, that is when the devil is gonna come after you. Why? Because he don't want you there. He don't want you there. He don't want you to be happy. He don't want you holding, your neighbor's hand. He don't want you helping your neighbor through, something that the devil has pushed on them that has caused sorrow and hurt and all that stuff. He don't want you to do that. He wants to be able to take each individual, because what does the Bible say? And listen, I will talk Bible, I will talk Quran, I will talk the Nuwabian order of Melchizedek, I will talk African spirituality, the voodoo, the alchemy, because I've been through all the schools. And you have been through all the schools too. Don't matter your race, you have been through all the schools. Because we are the atom. We are the atom. We are the atom. And it's a collective experience. Our entire existence, from the first day, the first man, the first woman, all that experience is packed within us. So when I talk any religion, it is our timeline. It is a universal timeline. It is a planetary timeline. It's a realm timeline, dimensional timeline. It's all of that, right? The devil will come after you when you try to do good. That's what the devil, they will try to nib at certain things. It could be your job, marriage, friendship, parents, anything. Because why? They want you at a low vibrational state of sadness, of sorrow. Why is this happening to me? For you to doubt Allah, for you to doubt the source, for you to doubt God. Right? Now let me give you a story of Prophet Job. What happened to Job? Job was this. Can somebody please help me with this lady? Please hold her for a minute. Mommy. I'm right here. What happened to Job? Job was this prophet, right? If anybody here read the Bible, I read different types of books. Job was a prophet. He had all the riches, the camels, the cows, everything. He had the farmlands. He had the wives, the children. He lacked nothing. He had health. He was wealthy. Then what happened? In the Bible, Satan went to Allah and said, hey, my guy, look, this your prophet over there that you think is so faithful to you. He only likes you because you give him all these good stuff. I mean, who ain't gonna like you when you keep blessing them and give them all this good stuff? Who ain't gonna like you? If somebody came and gave me $1 million, I'd be like, yo, I love you, fam. Right? But what if you took all that stuff away? What if you took his children, his camels, his cattle, his land, his health? What if you took his wife? What if you took, let's just see. I bet you anything he ain't gonna like you. I bet you anything he's gonna cuss at you. Then what happened? He said, I trust my servant. I know who my servant is because I created my servant. All right. That went on. Job lost everything, lost his health, to the point where his body rotted, only skeleton, and his heart was beating. And then one maggot. And whilst he was in his worst possible situation, he was still saying, La ilaha illallah. There's no God but Allah. He was just praising God. He was praising God. He was praising God. Never even once got angry. Never once questioned, why is this happening to me? Why? Because he understands that everything that happens is designed by the Most High. Listen, the devil does not work on his own. The devil has an assignment. Can you stop, please? And his assignment is to derail you from your high frequency course, is to derail you from evolving to your highest potential. That's his assignment. He can't disobey God. That's his assignment. Your job is to stand firm, practice discernment, and pick the side that you want to be on. You want to be on the side of good? You have to practice love, unity, harmony. You have to practice forgiveness. Now, when I say forgiveness, I don't mean forgiveness and be stupid. I don't mean forgiveness and turn the other cheek. I'm not talking about that kind of forgiveness. I mean forgiveness from within your soul. Because when you harbor anger and you harbor hate and you harbor hurt and you harbor all that stuff, what that does to you is sends you down into a lower vibration. Then the devil is able to attach more stuff to you. You're easily possessed by jinns when you're in a low vibration. Your body gets sick when you're in a low vibration. You can't manifest nothing when you're in a low vibration. But guess what? That's the devil's job. I don't hate on the devil. Man is doing his job. I'm going to make sure that I don't get fucked up by the devil. You understand me? I'm going to make sure that I'm going to move the way that I want to move that is beneficial for my soul. Right? And the devil, just like there's Adam's seed, the devil has his seeds. And his seeds are multicolored, family. His seeds are multicolored. They're black, they're white, they're Chinese. Look what the Chinese government doing to the people in China right now. You don't think that's a devil seed? Look what Gates doing to the whole world, trying to you don't think that's the devil seeds? Look what these so-called black celebrities got black children doing, shooting up each other. The women going naked, losing their value, losing their ascension, losing their continence. You don't think that's the devil seed? The place that we're going is literally good and evil. Is the good against the evil. We must purge the evil from within our personal self, and we must purge the evil that exists in our community and our realm. We must literally isolate. That is the only segregation that's needed. No other segregation is relevant. None. The ones that are going to be increasing in high vibration, love and unity, and the ones that are going to be increasing in low vibration, hurt, murder, and all that evil stuff. That is the only segregation that's needed. Oh, thank you. Oh, I wasn't even reading the comments. Oh, hold on. What's it called? Right on, Melissa. Huh? Oh. Right? So, it's time. We're entering the golden age, and everything is in preparation for it. And it's happening everywhere. Everybody's feeling it. You know what happened with COVID? Let me tell you what happened with COVID. So, one channel opened up in the cosmos, right? And this channel was like healing and unity and love and all that stuff, right? Because for some time, if you guys felt it, they started pushing a lot of Karens. But before the Karens, everything was almost mild. This channel opened up that was like, because if they don't give us trouble, we actually end up mingling back with each other. They only put trouble so that we separate again. So the white did this to the black did this to the white, the Chinese did this to the Indian, and then war, right? They only do that to separate us. If they don't add any negative energy to our field, we actually start coming back together. Melissa, my white friend over there, could knock on my door and say, hey, I found this at Target and I think it's really good for me. Like, oh, Melissa, I thought you never liked me before. Oh, Melissa, come on through. I prepared some cocoa and some potluck, come through. That was happening. So then COVID, because they calculate time, okay? They don't know everything, but they are able to calculate when certain things are coming through, right? So they pre-planned COVID long time ago. And it had to hit the same time that energy from above, from the divine order was coming through. And what does the Bible say? Where two or more people are united, God is with them. Literally, when two or more consciousness focus on one thing, it becomes successful. Why? Because that's two God energies, more power, right? So what happened when we were getting into the kumbaya state? They sent COVID. What did they say with COVID? What was the number one law? Socially isolate. Whilst on the other side with God, it's unity. They said socially isolate. They locked everybody in their house. Families couldn't see families, let alone community. Families couldn't see families. Socially isolate. That's the devil's work. Right? To separate and destroy. Because if you both are together, you will draw on comfort from one another. You will start thinking in the God intellect. What is really going on? How do we fight this? You know what? I'm here for you. I'm scared. I'm scared too, but we're gonna be okay. They had to socially isolate so that we couldn't draw the God energy from each other to heal each other and get through it. That's what they do. So I want you guys to practice discernment, because this whole thing that's happening with the alien invasion, they're going to have your fake one. Just like they have when the Christ consciousness of Isa, Jesus, Yeshua is coming back, they're going to have the fake one, and they've had many fake ones. Right? They always try to get ahead of things. Like I said, just like when the Kumbaya state and the unity was coming through, they got ahead of it and brought the COVID. But guess what happened? How did COVID get defeated? Canada, the truckers, all united, unity. Then the people that agreed with them united with them. Then it caused a ripple effect in the States, Denmark, everywhere. Everybody came out in unity, even though we were on different landmarks. Our energy pierced through the cosmos. We said no. What happened recently when they tried to push that snowstorm? What was that? We all said, nah, no weatherman. The B guy came. Thanks to the B guy. The B guy said, yo, the B's are not saying this. And we said, we're with the B guy. We're with the B guy. We reject this storm. We reject this storm. Barely even made the storm. The collective consciousness, y'all, is not about color. You know, it's about the God within and who can tap in. Anyone got something they want to ask me? Because this is my first time, so I don't want to spend too much time here. I'm going to be leaving soon. Anybody want to ask me anything? All right. Oh, my husband just came on. Hi, baby. Don't do that. Thank you all, and have a blessed one. All right. How do I end the live? Oh, dear God. I don't know how to end the live. Anybody want to tell me how to end the live? Oh, Faith. My children. Mother. Somebody help me how to end the live. I don't know how to end the live.
Bookies, go ahead.
Pause first.